It was when I was 10 years old that I really remember meeting Alice in Dairyland when she spoke at an event in my home county. While I don't have a picture of that meeting, I do have the memory, and ever since then I've been dreaming of getting to wear the tiara and sash and being called Alice.
The 62nd Alice in Dairyland is Cheryl O'Brien.
That dream came true. I grew into that dream with my passion for agriculture growing along with it.
Serving this year as Alice has helped my passion for agriculture grow even more. It's given me the opportunity to learn about Wisconsin's $59.16 billion agriculture industry and help share that knowledge with thousands of others across the state.
I was out on the road to my first event on day 3, and I never looked back. June was a very busy month full of June Dairy Month activities. Those events brought my first speeches, first interviews, first pictures with future Alices, and first competitions.
Go! Give my hand, hey, come on, let's go!
June brought some other firsts too, like the first time ice cream was churned by a bicycle. It was the first annual Hobart Ice Cream Social. This was the first time I gave a speech from the top of a slide. It was also the first tour of America's Dairyland, where winners of the cycling series won a cow-spotted jersey and a wheel of cheese.
25 pounds of cheese to be exact for Jesse McLean. Oh, it's heavy! All the way above the head for Jesse McLean.
That event also brought the first game of Spot the Phony.
Cheddar, Brick, Munster, Buick. Spot the phony.
That would be Buick.
Hey, that's one right!
And I made my first visit to my hometown for the 4th of July and saw the signs that grace the entrances to Eastman. At the Wisconsin State Fair, I felt right at home. I spent many summers there growing up, so I knew I wouldn't get lost running around the park between shows, speeches, presentations, auctions, and interviews. I just wish my voice would have kept up and not gotten lost. But I guess you could say I did get lost somewhere.
Now that is some serious cream puff.
I got lost face first in a 5-pound cream puff during the Celebrity Cream Puff Eating Contest. I didn't win, but if an award was given for getting the most messy,
5 pounds of eating. You gotta start turning it up.
I think I won that hands down, or face down.
During the summer and fall months, I had the great opportunity of traveling to several different farms and facilities all across the state so I could learn more about our state's diverse agriculture.
I toured everything from an apple orchard in Gaze Mills to Zimble Mink Ranch, the largest mink ranch in North America. I learned about our different types of corn, like the sweet corn we eat to fuel us, and the corn we use to make ethanol to fuel our vehicles. I got to participate in the harvest too, by picking blueberries, picking raspberries, picking squash. I didn't have to pick the cherries though. Those were shaken from the tree. I didn't have to pick cranberries either, but I did help rake them in.
Cheryl, our Alice in Dairyland is pushing the berries into the elevator.
After all the fields were harvested, it was time to start thinking about winter and Christmas, and I had a very important job to get ready for the holiday, to cut down the state's first Christmas tree.
Oh, it's I caught it! Yay!
With the help of the Broadhead 4th graders, we carried the tree out, and they took it back to their school to decorate. Also, to gear up for the holidays, I spent more than a month traveling across Wisconsin to encourage people to give gifts from our state, to give something special from Wisconsin. I did lots of interviews to talk about these companies that guarantee at least 50% of the ingredients in their products are from Wisconsin, or at least 50% of the production is done here. And as I was getting to the end of that campaign in December, it was time for the snow to fall. And did it fall? 15 inches of snow kept the Flex Fuel Tahoe and I off the road for just one day. I spent a lot of time in schools during the fall and winter months to work with high school and middle school students. We talked about the more than 300 careers available in agriculture that they might one day work in. We also talked about nutrition and beverage choices. Did you know that chocolate milk is really healthy for you? Chocolate milk is also known as the ultimate sports drink, and it has less added sugar in it than sports drinks, soda, fruit drinks, and energy drinks.
Chocolate milk is just one of the many local products that you can get in your local grocery store. I traveled to stores all across the state during the new year to help encourage residents to buy more Wisconsin foods, to spend 10 in 2010.
The average consumer only spends about 1% of their food budget locally. If we all can increase that to at least 10%, we can help keep nearly $2 billion here in the state. Buying Wisconsin products helps support our local farmers, producers, communities, economies, and all Wisconsin agriculture. And it's never too late to make the resolution for yourself. Spend 10 in 2010.
I spent most of my spring with fourth graders, helping them study our state.
I played dozens of games of Taste Wisconsin with the students to help them learn lots of fun facts about the different foods that come from our Wisconsin farms. Fun facts like,
if we took all the strawberries that grow here in Wisconsin and made strawberry jam with them, we could fill 8 million jars of strawberry jam.
We had lots of fun, but I always felt a little bad when I told the students that,
I'm sorry to tell you that chocolate milk does not come from brown cows.
but I think they liked me again when I gave them posters of me and snacks of cheese.
Throughout the year, people would ask if being Alice was everything I expected. To be honest, when I started, I didn't know what to expect. You hear how Alice travels 40,000 miles across the state, speaks at more than 300 events, visits more than 100 schools, and conducts hundreds of interviews, all to promote agriculture. So I guess I expected to be busy. I can look back in relief that I accomplished all of my goals through this year. And I guess you could say I expected to have a year like none other, and that's been true. I have so many great memories from this year.
I helped make wine at Wullersheim Winery by cutting grapes from the vines and raking them into the destemmer. I helped make maple syrup by tapping the state's first maple tree at Norske Dalen in Coon Valley.
What's the difference between the
Did I do a good job?
I danced with Bucky Badger at the Walsa Fire Up before a Badger football game. And I sang with a local band at an I Rock with Milk concert. I even took a helicopter ride over Sunrise Orchards and the Kickapoo River Valley near Gaze Mills.
I didn't travel much outside of Wisconsin, but I did get to talk to people from around the U.S.
I met people from other states at events like the Wisconsin State Fair, Farm Technology Days, and World Beef Expo. And I talked to people from all over the world at World Dairy Expo, where I even got to learn other languages.
Ngombe na tatu katika mvua. That means 3 cows in the rain in Swahili.
At the World Cheese Championships, I got to eat cheese from several other countries. And I got to watch a Green Bay Packer game with the 32nd Infantry Brigade combat team via satellite while they were serving in Iraq during the Tailgating with the Troops event.
Even though my year as Alice in Dairyland is almost over, my work with agriculture is not. I will continue to be an advocate for agriculture here in Wisconsin, even though I won't be wearing the tiara anymore.
I'm so glad that I grew into this dream.